Meet me. Alright, welcome back, boys, to another subscriber account review. I know it's been a while, but we're finally doing them again, and today we're going to review Dogestep's account. So let's go over the template, because I always ask everyone to fill out a template. So obviously his name is Dogestep. He says he's mid-game, his arena rank is Challenger. RT rank, he was Masters last season. He has 15 units 6-starred. He's on Abyss Floor 98. And he specifically wants advice for Champion Arena and getting higher in RTA, potentially Emperor. And yeah, I think he says his favorite heroes are Lencia, F10A, Kisei, S10A, and SSB. And he mostly wants advice on regular Arena. He says he thinks he can progress in RT once he builds more stuff. So, alright, let's check out a few things. First, we're going to look at his heroes. Let's go with his highlighted heroes first and see how they're built. So, I'm going to adjust the screen so I can see these comments he left me, sorted by CP. So, S10A is one of his favorite heroes, so let's look at that. Plus 15. It's a pretty solid S10A. You know, nothing really wrong with it. It's fully reforged. It's a little slow, but has pretty decent attack. Great defense, actually. I think this is a super solid S10A. Let's look at his F10A and Kisei. I guess those are lower CP. So, I mean, obviously it's on some free gear. It's not fully reforged, so this isn't very good in terms of it's just very slow and has low effectiveness, but that's just a gearing issue. I mean, obviously he's running blues and unreforged gear in 78, so it is what it is. So Doja, if you ever get the gear, try to bump up the effectiveness and the speed. You can also try using Cursed Compass to mitigate that, but honestly, Cedar Ren's pretty good on her as well. What do we got? Kisei. Kisei is one of his favorites, he said, but I don't really see it anywhere. Let's go by water. Does he mean Judge Kisei? Well, I can't imagine this is one of his favorite here. This can't be. Let's see if it's Judge Kisei. No, he doesn't have Judge Kisei, so I think your favorite hero list is a little messed up there, man. SSB, let's check that out. Not bad. Looks like a Wyvern SSB, except it has some bulk to it, and it's on immunity, so I guess this is a PvP SSB. Great attack. Pretty solid crit chance, crit damage. This is like a pretty balanced SSB, so pretty good. I can't really tell if it's just for Wyvern or PvP. Maybe he has it in between so he could kind of do both. And lastly, let's check out the Alencia. This is a pretty solid Alencia. On immunity, good speed, decent HP, decent crit damage. This is a very good Alencia, but the main problem with Alencia is she's really out of the meta right now, so it doesn't really matter. But okay, let's see the rest of these heroes. Perfectly good Landy, and it's on a plus 30 Guiding Light. Wow, that's solid. I'm assuming this is for Wyvern. Destruction set, not Rage set, so I'm guessing not a one-shot. LQC. Not bad either. It's on attack set. On Hellcutter. Has a really high crit chance for a Hellcutter build, but a little on the squishier end, but it's decent LQC. A Momo, one of my favorite healers for, you know, free-to-play players. The gear here, oh, actually, it's pretty solid. Very high effect resist. I guess this was the best he could do to get this kind of effect resist. Very high defense as well. Solid A Momo. Ooh, a Tywin. This is pretty good as well. So what he has built, I think he's doing a good job, because let's look at this. I want to see how many 6-stars he has. One, he says 15. Is that accurate? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wait, no. Is this 5-star? So it is 15 6-stars. That seems kind of low, man, for a mid-game player. I guess he doesn't do a whole lot of adventure. I mean, Champ Z is kind of neutered, too. Actually, a lot of the 6-stars are neutered. They don't have much gear. So it looks like he's focused on building out a very limited pool of characters, because for someone who has 15 6-stars only, like, this is very well built, this is very well built, decently built, okay built, like, well built. So it's weird that he has, like, well-built heroes, but his overall pool is very low. And I know you said you're struggling in regular arena. That might be why. You just don't have a whole lot of options, to be honest. Do we need to look at any of these other things? He didn't specify any of the other heroes. Gee, the F10A that he said was one of his favorites isn't even 6-starred. What's his dog situation? Yeah, dude, I feel like you're just not doing adventure. That must be it. Can you, how many penguins do you have? Do you have a lot of stigma? I mean, the overcapped energy to me is a red flag right away. Decent number of penguins, but nothing special. I want to check out his stigma situation. Not that much stigma. Yeah, I think you need to do more adventure, bro, and get a lot more 6-stars, because I always say options are important in both RTA and in everything in this game. I think the lack of options might be neutering you. Let me just check out the Wyvern team real quick, because this is going to be a common refrain in all my account reviews. If you want me to review your account, but I don't have time to, basically what I tell everyone is get a good Wyvern team and grind it all day, right? All right, let's just take a look at this real quick. So already, the first wave is going to kind of be wonky and slow, right? Because he has no AoE, so it's going to be one of those Wyvern teams where you just have to slowly club them to death.
It's hard,
I almost should have timed this.
but I won't give up.
I'll start timing it from now, and that should be fine, because we'll just add like 10 seconds whatever I didn't start on. Okay. So we're probably around 30 seconds right now. Okay, they almost one-shotted the Furious. Alright, I don't want to make this whole video watching this, but realistically this is going to be a 2.5 to 3 minute Wyvern team that can be pretty inconsistent, because it looks like he can actually fail that first wave too. So definitely, Dogestep, fix that Wyvern team. It might even be worth it to 6-star that Furious. Get it a little bit more bulk. Let me check his light hero situation. Does he have G-Purge so he can replace that Amomo? No G-Purge, so unfortunately, like, yeah, he's going to need an Amomo or an Angelica frontline for now. Okay, so he said the biggest thing he cared about was Arena. I mean, I haven't seen... You're overcapped here too, man. Like, so this makes me struggle, because when people ask for account reviews, but I see overcapped resources, right? To me, the main problem with their progression is they're not using their resources. Like, never have this and never have... Every resource that's overcapped means you can't regenerate it, right? Because once you're at cap, you don't get any more energy. Every energy you waste being overcapped is progression down the drain. So, Dogestep, if you want to progress, you got to use these resources, man. Like, you can't be overcapped on stuff. So, this is his Arena offense team. And it's kind of weird. It's 4 DPS with an HFine. I don't know if his A-Raz is geared. I mean, I'm going to start doing some Arena here, because that's what he cares about most. In terms of RTA, you're right, Dogestep. You just have to build out more heroes. Do more adventure. Pretty solid A-Raz. Is his only healer Amomo? Or Doris? Doris is fine. Does he have any 6-star attack buffers? No. Does he have DN? No DN. Well, he doesn't have any viable built... His carrot's not fully geared. I don't want to move his gear around. He does have Oxlots, but it's naked. Which is weird, because he has BBK built, so... Well, It's heavily mola'd, but gearless. Huh. Alright, let's take a look at, You know what, let's just use his team first. Because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but... Maybe... Oh, are you even doing Arena, man? I'm very confused. Okay, well, let's, we know the SSB has gear. This... Fine. We can't really use Tama for anything. I guess here... I don't know what artifact this A Tywin is on. I guess we could double-click it. Okay, so he has some damage mitigation here. Okay. So my best suggestion to use this build an auto team using SSB. I don't really know what Challenger Arena looks like, but it doesn't look like Rowan is very common. There's one here, you could just skip it though. So some team like this, I feel like you could just SSB auto it. I did a video on that. SSB auto works very, very well. So in terms of Challenger, I mean, Challenger is not a very difficult bracket. I feel like you can probably just auto most teams with a comp like this. Now, ideally, you would replace Doris with something like DN or the A-Time, but really you want an attack buff up on a team like this to make this faster. But I feel like this team would steamroll. Like, look how ghetto this team is. We're using an A-Raz, we're using an A-Tywin for really no reason, just the fact that it's the only knight I saw. And this really should beat most Challenger teams, even with this kind of setup. Alright, so let's see if it does work on auto. The only problem here is, you know, if they do manage to kill the SSB randomly, like with a Riolet 5 focus counter or something, you know, obviously it's the only DPS. But yeah, I mean, like, it looks like it's working. Yeah, I'm not even doing anything. I just have it clicked on auto. Like, SSB auto team is still one of the strongest offensive comps in the game. Like, this is gonna go on Doris. Yeah, it's over. I don't want this account review to just be me spamming Arena, but honestly, dude, just use this team. I don't really know what that team you had showing was, because that was very bizarre, and like clearly you weren't using it because it was warning me that they don't have gear. But this team that I just made should work completely fine on auto against everything that isn't repping a Rowana. Politis might be a little bit of a stretch because, you know, obviously Doris is going to use non-attacks, but still shouldn't be a big deal. What is your knight situation? Cecilia might not be bad for the immunity. Okay, I guess he doesn't really have many knights available. Soul Weavers. Oh, you have Rowana. But yeah, no real attack buffing Soul Weavers. Thieves. Are you hiding stuff from me? Let's investigate this account. Is there stuff in here? Bland, Cecilia, nothing important here. What kind of guild are you in? Hasn't even logged in today. Alright, like looks like a pretty active guild, all rank 70s. What rank are these people? Alright, not bad. Honorable wild card. Okay, so you should be able to get some advice from your guildies in here. Looks like you have a pretty active squad. Oh, let's check out these shops. So he's buying the molas, that's good. I'd also recommend buying this stuff if you can, but maybe he's saving his resources. Oh, is he a captain here? Dogestep. No, I don't think he is. Can he buy this stuff? Oh, no, yeah, he can't. Alright, so at least he's in a guild getting those bonuses. They are buying the bonuses, right? I actually forgot to ask if he's F2P or not.
What do you think?
But I'm assuming that he is. Yeah, he's not even buying the monthly pack, so probably an F2P player. We can probably check that with this. Looks like he paid for something a long time ago, but that's not very much, so I'm assuming pretty close to F2P, if anything. Alright, so what's my advice for this account? Well, honestly, the first piece of advice I have is to play, because I can't tell how much you're playing, dude. You gotta use your resources, man. You gotta use your like, if you're not using all your resources, I mean, this is good because he's clearly buying out all the energies and using them. Maybe that's why he's overcapped right now. If you're not using your resources, obviously you can't progress. Like this is, Arena sucks. Don't get me wrong. I find Arena very boring and I don't want to do it. But, when you're trying to progress fast, like even the flags help. That means more charms. You get to buy out the PvP things sooner. Like at this rate, you're going to run out of resources because it's Sunday right now. You're not even going to be able to buy the 88 pieces. So just whenever you're not doing something else, what I do is I have auto teams, right? I just turn it on auto and walk away for 5 minutes. That's how I burn through my flags. And that's what you want to do. So use that team I made, dodge Rowanas, and basically you should be able to just steamroll most teams like this kind of junk, and maybe not this because a solo SSB won't be enough without attack buff. But anything that has a lot of DPS, like, like this thing, like you should be able to just beat it with an auto team. And if you can invest in your... Let's look at his A-lots in a little bit. You could also make a cleave team. This is his defense. I feel like this is a super easy team to cleave. So he said he wanted to fix his arena defense too. Wait a minute, no one's even attacking him. He's only doing the NPC battles. And that was 3 days ago. So yeah, honestly, like I don't... Like you want to progress in arena, but you're gonna have to... Like I can't really tell what you're struggling with because it doesn't really seem like you're actively doing that much arena. And you might not even be struggling. You won't know unless you actually try. Like, I feel like, with that team, you could probably, get pretty close to champion easily, but obviously you have to use your flags. Like, if you're not going to do arena at all, obviously you can't progress, right? Defense team, you might want to mix it up and make it a little bit more tricky because this team right now is just begging to be cleaved. Like, this, if I saw this, my Judge Kisei is licking her lips, getting ready for some free points. So I don't know if you have Politis. Yeah, you have Politis, so, honestly, you could just have them naked. Just have people dodge you, because you don't really care if it wins or not. Like, if you actually get hit, you're almost certainly going to lose. Just do Politis, Rowana, 1 DPS, and then, like, a Knight or something. So you could do, like, a Tywin, Politis, Rowana, and just some DPS there. And that should deter cleavers, that should deter SSB autoers. So yeah, it's going to still die easily to someone who wants to hit you. But there's no way to make a defense that can beat everything, right? It's just impossible. Like, high-end arena is a joke because every high-end player can beat every other high-end player's defense. All it comes down to is trying to annoy the attacker as much as possible and hoping that they skip you. So I think that's all we can really say about Rena there. Looks like he's doing decent in the placements. I mean, he got Masters last season, right? So he should have that Masters frame, and he got the skins. Yeah, he got the Masters frame. So another piece of arena advice for you is, looks like you have a BBK built, so use it. You can put some destruction gear onto some free destruction gear. You have aux slots. Let's scope out if we can... how fast can we make this thing? Let's get a sense of his speed gear. That one's not bad. We'll fix the sets if it ends up he doesn't have enough speed. Okay, so, well, obviously this has to be speed, so speed set speed. Okay, let's only look at speed sets now. 15, 15, okay. All right, so you can make a 257 A-lots, maybe a little faster. I don't want to look at all these pieces, but that should be more than enough for Challenger for the most part. So you might just be able to easy mode a lot of these defenses by just straight up cleaving them. Like my cleave team is like, wait, what's your connection? Did he use the connection? Is it S10A? Yeah, he used the connection, so I'm assuming he used it on S10A because there's no RB. Because I was gonna say you could just cheese it with like A lots, RB, BBK, and some like Cerise or something. Heck, if you speed tune it right, you can. I think I saw Tywin. You can like. Does he have Basar? No Basar. You could probably just do like Cerise into Tywin into A lots into a cleaver. That's kind of wonky and awkward, but you could do it. Next thing, definitely build this hero. She is busted. Looks like you're kind of in the middle of it. Carrot trivializes so much content. You're absolutely going to want to use her, build her, get her some decent gear. And that will make Arena, she's actually a decent Arena hero. That will make Arena and especially RTA much, much easier. So if you want to condense this review, so this is definitely a mid-game account. In my book, I know some players would disagree, but to me, anything before Abyss 100 is a mid-game account. The biggest advice for me is, number one, just drop everything and fix this Wyvern team, because this Wyvern team is just not efficient. I would try to find a way to stick SSB on it if you can, just to make it a little faster. And when you get G-Purge, stick G-Purge in there, and this will get a lot better. But yeah, you probably want a Wyvern team that's at least like 2 minutes. Like anything longer than that just gets to be a grind to do it. Another huge piece of advice is use your resource. Like maybe he just didn't get to play today and this is not normal. But I don't know how long he's been playing, but the number of 5 stars is shockingly low for a rank 70 player. I want to say that you are probably not doing that much adventure and not really building up your dock. Like, look how many phantasmas he has. So you don't really have to like manually do adventure, but you should at least be clearing out the side stories, right? Like, has he even started it? It's 10 days left. Okay, looks like he's doing the adventure. So why does he have so many dogs? He's kind of started it. Okay, well, honestly, dude, I'm a little bit confused. I don't know if you like took a break at some point or something, but yeah, if you're regularly doing all the side, like I don't really do regular adventure, but I always clear out the side story shops, and I feel like I always have enough dogs, and I'm like 6-starring something every like 2 or 3 weeks at most. And that's not with me even trying. That's just me getting the fodder from side story, putting it into the phantasmas because I get the read daily from that Forest of Souls. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. Maybe, you know, feel free to comment on some of the things I'm saying on this video. You know, explain maybe you took like a break from the game because you were burnt out. Who knows? But this seems like a really, really low amount of 6-star heroes for a rank 70 account that seems to have had some luck with gear. Like some of these pieces, I mean, they're not like mind blowing, but they're not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's actually a pretty damn good piece of gear. I mean, crit set, but yeah, like you have some pretty solid pieces. So it's just weird. It's a befuddling account. Well, anyways, I don't want to drag this out too long. I have another account to review right after this. So, the main advice you wanted was Arena. So my advice is use the team I showed you. Try to build your A-lots and make a secondary cleave team for the teams that you find that are probably going to be really easy to beat. Where it's just like, well, basically defenses that look like yours. So these kind of things, you're going to want a cleave team to just try and bully it. Your defense team, I would try to fit your Rwana and Politis in here somehow. Just put some free gear on them. All you're really trying to do is deter people from attacking you. I have a sense that you're not doing Arena at all because I think there's like a, I don't know if it's like a bug or something, but I know my guildies do this too, where if they never attack, they never get attacked. It's almost like it never resets. So to me, the fact that you're never getting attacked is kind of telling me that you're never attacking on Arena anyway, and you haven't for at least 3 days. So again, if you just attack, I think you're going to find out with the team I showed you. You're going to be able to beat a good proportion of defenses. Just skip if you can't, and it should be fairly obvious to you if the defense is going to truck you. Like if you're going to run into something like a Bassar or something, clearly the offense I showed you has no good cleanse, so just stay away from it and just refresh. You should be able to beat any like multi DPS thing kind of thing. Like even the second team, yeah, there's a Politis to annoy your Doris, but I think you'll still be fine. Or even something like this, I think you'd most likely be fine. So anyways, that's my advice for Arena. RTA, you're just going to need to build out a deeper hero pool. 15 6-stars is not enough. I think the things that you do have built are actually very well built. You just need more of it. Like RTA, broken record, it's all about options. You don't have the options. But, with the gear you have, if you had more heroes built like this or your S10A, easily I think you could make champion. You just need more options, and I think this is a perfect first option to go for. So yeah, very quick summary. Use the arena teams I showed you. Change your defense a little bit. Fix your Wyvern 13 team. Do more Wyvern. Don't let these resources be overcapped ever again. And that's pretty much it. So anyways, I hope those of you guys with accounts similar to this, that this helped you guys out. I will try to do more account reviews. I may even try to do a generic account review because I know there's no way for me to possibly review everyone's account that asked for one, right? So I might try to just make a video where I generally go over things and, you can compare it to that general review and see what you might need help on. Because honestly, I'm reviewing individual accounts, but a lot of the problems are the same, right? And a lot of my advice is the same, and 99% of the advice is just do more Wyvern 13. So I think a lot of these reviews are starting to get a little bit redundant, but I know people enjoy them, so I'll still try to do them. So anyways, Dogestep, thanks for letting me review your account. I hope you got something out of this, and, I hope to see you progress fast, and hopefully, some of these pointers helped you out. So anyways, thanks to all you guys for watching. Till next time, boys, peace out.